that they have in the corner.
Yes. That was very...
Enjoy the battles.
Well, just like in 12, it's more fun than 13. Because of the setting, which feels very American, I would say. Just, it feels more like 13.
This character can teleport as well. Wow, there's a lot of enemies.
Well, this looks more like Final Fantasy, whereas before you were just in a town ordering a burger or something, which is more like a GTA sort of sim world of a. It's obviously that means it must obviously be either modern day set or just in the future slightly or something like that.
Experience that you get.
Oh yeah. Let's get in a bit closer.
No, it's very different. But I guess it's a bit like 12, where you see the enemy with the enemies on screen, etc. But oops.
It came from there.
No, it was good in the open world, so if this counts as a world map, which I'm not sure if it does, whether it's just a an area, or is the whole thing open?
The whole world, look.
I mean, that's quite, well, it's impressive graphically, isn't it?
I am.
Yeah.
That's where I am. You can, well, it's obviously that's currently, wait, well, this is like Final Fantasy, I suppose. I can't get to this section yet.
Oh, right.
See, look, see these? That's a car with a red circle around it and a line down it, which means I can't drive there.
Which is a road, basically.
So it's obviously blocked.
Right, okay.
Yeah, it's got blockade, it says.
It's kind of what we wanted, but
because it goes in stages, doesn't it? I must have... There's a place called Insomnia, that's funny.
Yeah.
But these there's your world anyway. It's not that, doesn't look that big to me. Doesn't feel as big like the old Final Fantasy, but there you go.
No, because even though that was a lot less data, what it represented was more. But it'd be interesting to see if it's such an open world that, you know, with 12 it was only really small sections like this.
Maybe
You know.
this way?
Although they felt big.
Phoenix,
They felt big, it wasn't a proper world map. That's the thing, it was just... And it was even getting towards this. So it was interesting in the town just before, yeah. Oh yeah, so that was the other thing as well, wasn't it? That all the... When you're learning, like, your points from this, your experience points, you don't get it until you go to sleep or something. So is there a hotel or something, or do you stay somewhere? Or
what's that?
Is there a hotel? Do you stay somewhere? Or
I'll show you if I can get to it.
yeah. God, imagine there was a premiere in.
And if you
that wouldn't be very
still,
fancy.
if you stand still and stuff, you
Yes.
recover your MP and your HP automatically. Which again is a bit. It's easier, isn't it? It's not hard like it used to be.
I suppose it's an interesting idea, because in real life you recover your strength, don't you? To some degree, anyway.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't necessarily be against that idea. However, yeah, it feels well. The overriding feeling is how American it feels, I would say, because when they were in the town, everyone's got because everyone's.
Listen, tell me this.
Because
Enix, what's the company?
Well, Square and Enix together now, isn't it?
That, but what was Enix? Because before
Dragon Quest, those games.
But what company?
Enix.
What America? I mean, what nationality was it? American.
You know what?
Research for us. Google it.
It was called Dragon Warrior in America,
Enix,
but
Enix.
I'm not sure if it actually was. But
well, maybe it wasn't, but I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Found one already, huh? You done good.
Just picking up the pieces, I guess.
Well, try to keep your spirits up. Even though I ain't one to talk.
Should have more British ones because they sound more fantasy anyway.
What's that?
Should have more British ones because they sound more fantasy. So.
But if I let that greed keep me from looking for them, then their tags and their lives will be forgotten forever. And that'd hurt more than anything.
Yeah, guess you're right.
You know, that's why I tell all
I think one interesting thing in this game at the start of when you first turn it on, it asks what language you want it in. So I wonder if
We can have it in French.
well, possibly yes. Wow, that was a lot of experience.
Oh, a trophy. Obviously got trophies. It's a new game. And
Howdy. Been keeping hard at it?
I guess there's nothing else.
And it's very impressive graphically. That can't be denied. How they've done the town and the world that you've seen so far.
Oh, yeah, look, I'll just show you now if you want.
Wow.
Looking for a place to stay,
I won't do
ain't
it
ya?
because I just did it before.
Yeah.
But this is a motel here, and when you sleep, you get 1.5 experience. And I suppose the later the game gets, the more experience you get because you'll be getting more.
You sure?
Can you walk?
You know.
We ain't got bed bugs or nothing.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah, saying that. Yeah.
But
now look, you return to rest point, return to car. I'll just do this.
does eating the burgers put the experience up as well, or the level, or the health
I think what
levels?
it does is it teaches. I think depending on the food you buy, it teaches one of your characters to make a new recipe. You know, for when they're camping, and to replenish their strength when they're camping, you can make new food or something. It's one of these. It's interesting new ideas. At least they're in the game again.
Yeah.
And I know that I have heard the theme online about, you know, the same Chocobo theme.
Yeah.
But as I say, you only hear the victory theme once you've rested. I think I will show it you actually how lame it is. Kind of, it's very sad that they do that. Right, here's the car.
Well, it's nice.
Right, you ready? This is probably the main interesting thing.
Never really expected to do driving in Final Fantasy though.
Why
It's
I
like
can't-
GTA. It's interesting because driving's interesting, but I didn't expect. I mean, in a modern set world, it makes sense,
Oh, right.
I suppose, but especially with more graphics. But
Well, yeah, it tells you there. Oh, status boosts earned from meals take effect the next morning. Both aspects are vital for surviving the adventure. So whatever that is, it's obviously separate from anything else.
imagine doing a really good graphics version
but
of
from
what
what I
they did.
saw is that later on you can get a car that's made into an airship. That car I've got now obviously can be constructed into an airship, which is ridiculous. But it's not really. It's not really an airship. It's more like just a plane that goes over the world, and you can, I'm assuming, fly and go.
Works for bombs, I suppose.
It's an improvement, but it's not.
Want to hit up the crow's nest?
I don't know.
If you wish to put on weight, certainly.
Yeah, I know.
Right, now hopefully I can get in the car and show you. Still can't. Why is this? That is fucking annoying.
Because you haven't been able to drive in it then yet.
Well, I can, but it's not letting me do the manual option for some reason.
Alright, yeah.
That is fucking annoying.
I think I'd prefer to drive it rather than be taken there instantly or something like that. That'd be boring, wouldn't it?
I'll have to do it when I've done this mission, I guess. I don't know. If that's the reason.
It's a garage or something. Or a... That's the burgers, isn't it? Could show that on video, I guess. If it was there. Very immersive with this level of graphics, obviously.
I guess so, yeah.
It's very... I think they'd be fun. I think I would get it based on what we've seen so far. I think 13 I actually just said no. I'm not in, you know... It was that bad. We still haven't to this day got that one.
What's that?
13.
You haven't got it to this day.
Okay.
It's just bad from what you saw of me playing it.
Well, it was totally linear. One battle after another. Do this, that. No exploration. I don't know. We've now decided to go completely the other way and yet still feel like a game and have the fantasy atmosphere. So it's an interesting combination.
They will, because they've changed it. When Enix merged with Square, it's not Square anymore. It's Enix that have made this game.
Yeah.
It's not Square Enix at all. It's just
Graphically, I can't imagine the amount of work it takes to get this. When you look what this would have been represented on the PS1 and the FF7, really just some rough patches of land, almost one colour.
Seems we found what we were looking for.
character. 5 minutes later, still going. Or just... He was making comments a bit like in GTA where the CJ would say, "You're not taking that fucking bike," or "Give it here." Fucking, you know, he does not swearing, but they're making comments, so it's see the GTA likeness in the, should we say, inspiration for this. The Final Fantasy did used to stand on its own, didn't it? As for what character it had. So.
Nailed it.
Come a long way, Proto.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be quite a good story, and quite good locations, and quite... You can see, although his HP is low, I presume it's the same. You just get game over if you die in the battle.
Well, I am about 3 or 4 levels behind those guys, so I took on a very hard challenge.
And there was no victory theme then, because it was just...
No, it wasn't.
Because it was just on
the...
the...
look, it's going up my HP and everything.
I see, yeah.
Just because of that. Report back to the...
Well, if only you could explore this landscape in peace, I suppose, without things coming at you, which they will.
Well, hey, look, one good thing, even though I still preferred it where it went into a battle now, you know, a transition, look, like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do still prefer the random battle thing, whereas instead of seeing them on the screen, a lot of people wouldn't agree with that. But what do you think?
Yeah, it was more character, wasn't it?
All this way now, look, battle starts. That's annoying.
It's because of really liking 7 to 9 in particular is the reason why.
Well, the thing is, I grew up in the era of when that's how it was, and people who have grown up, who are just like starting now, who maybe this will be one of their first games, they'll think, "Oh, this is incredible," and they won't have been around
probably.
to appreciate the
But I don't understand how anyone could think like that about 13. This, yes, not that.
Well, to leave it or not, some people like 13 in Breath of 7.
Indeed.
Yeah, sad that, isn't it?
And this reminds you of the country areas in GTA 7.
Look where you're going!
We're calling it GTA 7, so... GTA 5, it's so like that, isn't it? Like the immersive walking across the landscape sort of graphics. Which, yeah, can work in Final Fantasy, I think. I think you need, I don't know, more...
It doesn't work for me.
You need more story, don't you?
It's just not what it was. That's all I can really say.
It'd be better if it was more Eastern and more atmospheric and not just American in feeling. Because it's supposed to be a completely different world. Oh yeah, I wanted to see this or show this, which is the when you're buying food. This is so American, this.
Yes, I know, yeah.
God, the music that's playing. It's just...
High elixir.
Yeah.
That was my
Oh, the high elixir. That's a new item because elixir.
Nice work.
Actually, I don't understand it. It wasn't an elixir restoring all of your MP, wasn't it?
Titanium bangle. That's good. I suppose.
You boys must be hungry.
Yeah. What's a high elixir though? What does it do?
It's better than an elixir, obviously.
These are
Yeah.
some pretty tough
Wow,
customers.
look at that. Level 27.
Oh yeah.
I won't be able to... Imagine I took him on now, I'd be dead instantly.
God, it's strange to have it as a diner. To have it as a...
Nowhere near level 14. I definitely wouldn't be able to do that one. See, which one that... I've just done a level 8, so I was 3 levels behind to do that, and I struggled on that.
This is very GTA as well. Having him in the diner, you know, like GTA 5 or...
I could eat a horse.
God.
Very, very, very sickeningly American, that.
Yes. America's the biggest market, I guess. They don't do it to tailor it to Britain, sadly, or yours.
Can I drive now? Still can't. What the hell is that all about?
Yeah,
do I have to do the stupid quest thing?
But did it work before?
Yes, so I'm obviously on some sort of quest. Just for you, I'll show you this then. I might raise a few levels.
If you need a room, we got one.
Listen carefully. Whatever that is. That's the music. This is what happens, like... That's your victory theme. Do you even hear it then?
Yes.
Were you even concentrating?
No, I heard it, but
That's the fucking
that was
victory
too.
theme.
That was a bit too short to
Just
call
that's
it a victory theme,
That's
really,
it.
wasn't
why,
it?
Why they do it? They've just added it in where they thought was appropriate, which would be sleeping the night. There you go.
It's more of a general
So
fantasy.
I've gone up 2 levels, so better than nothing, I suppose.
I wonder if that's enough to show that now. Probably is. Well, this is what all the waiting has been for, actually. But you know, it's not a complete write-off. I think it's going to be quite fun, depending what the story's like in this places, or whether it actually feels like a genuinely different world to be in, like the world of FF7 and 9 did. Even though 7 was modern, it felt like a different world to our world, didn't it?
Yeah, it's just
Complete, and that's,
it's not the same. It just doesn't feel Final Fantasy.
it needs to be maybe
They've
more
tried-
imaginative than just having, let's have a town with a diner in, and
FF10 is where they started changing everything. I mean, yes, they still had the random battles.
We need to replenish our
They
supply
had
of curative.
they had actors
Gotcha.
talking, which is okay, but
well, it was
that's
all
very
American
different.
accents, wasn't it?
Of course, that's
I presume it was Japanese in Japan, obviously.
fuel. Right, can I do it now, or are they still not going to let me do it? No.
Oh well, we would see that.
Yeah, you hear the shop noise when you can buy stuff.
And you have to refuel these as well, not like in GTA where you do.
Soldiers anklets. How much is that? 1,000. I can't pay that.
You can't. Yeah, you have to actually put petrol in it. Or what?
Yeah, when you're driving when you're doing the driving thing, yes, you do.
Maybe there should be a Black Mirror game thinking about a surreal fantasy sort of world.
Titanium bangle. Iron bangle.
Not a bad idea. Well, since you won't be able to drive,